100 naira ko. Estambase ko.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another exciting edition of your favorite morning show, Lagos this morning. Today, being the 15th of May 2023, is just 14 days to the inauguration of President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And this morning, we'll be giving you updates from politics to sport to entertainment and also lifestyle. But before we set the ball rolling, I am Olajide Taufik Olamide, and I have with me here my wonderful co-host.
Good morning, viewer. You're welcome to another wonderful week. It's a blessed week for us. Yeah. Trust me. You're welcome to the show Lagos This Morning. I am Gladys Alaze.
All right, let's take a look at the top stories we have for you this morning. We saw controversy during the week, the death of Nollywood stars Saint Obi and also Murphy Afolabi. But before we move into that, let's take a look at the top stories. Outrage as Seun Kuti slaps cop, IG orders singers arrests.
On presidency, Igbos who support Tinubu government, P2B should accept defeats, coming from Ohaneze Ndigbo.
Zoning into trouble, defection fears its APC.
On fuel subsidy, we have suspend disbursement of $800 million loan to federal government, Serap tells World Bank.
Moving on, we have Obasanjo blames Africa problems on bad leadership.
Village head, 49 others abducted in Niger State.
Peter Obi, Tinubu, others applaud Hilda Baci for world record.
Tears as Nollywood loses actors Seun Kuti and Murphy Afolabi.
All right, moving on, let's take a look at the traffic update around Lagos State today. Yesterday, we saw a downpour. Extreme downpour even in the night as well, so that would actually cause a little bit of hiccups when it comes to moving around Lagos. Let's take a look at the traffic update quickly.
Traffic update from Bariga to Iyano Oworo, 3rd Mainland Bridge and Bagada Expressway. High inflows coupled with slow moving traffic from Olopomeji and Wadaga Bridge and towards Iyano Oworo. Elaje down to Adekunle Interchange en route Adeniji Adeleye. Adekunle Interchange onward journey Yanoworo en route Olokomeji and Wadaga Expressway is good to go. Wadaga Expressway inward car wash and Oworo Shoki is slightly busy but moving traffic. The earlier accident at Elaje has been put aside by Nigeria Police intervention.
All right, taking a look at Zone 7 Ejigbo, there's a broken down traffic. There's a broken down truck on the bridge linking to Jakonde Estate Gate Junction. As a result of this, counterflow one way is now being used on the other side of the bridge to dislodge the heavy backlog of both sides of the bridge. The backlog from the bridge has extended beyond Jakonde Estate Gate and now moving towards the NNPC junction. The driver is not sighted yet, but we are already making contact to get a towing van for its prompt evacuation and ease of traffic burdens. Our early riser officers are on ground controlling traffic. We employ motorists to obey them strictly.
Let's take a look at the traffic update around K2. From Kosofe down to Ikosi Junction is slow, but beyond Ikosi Junction towards Fruit Market and Ojota Interchange is good for now. Impediment on Oke-Afo Bridge. There is a broken truck on Oke-Afo Bridge inward Jakonde Gate, occupying about 80% of the road. It is having a propeller problem. Effort is on for its removal. Counterflow in place on the other lane to ease congestion. Traffic managers are as well on ground managing the situation.
All right, we'll keep you updated as soon as we get more traffic updates in and around Lagos State. Let's move straight to the newspaper front pages for this morning. We have today's Vanguard this morning.
On the front page of Vanguard newspaper, we are now 10th NAN's leadership. Shetima South governors move to split opposition's ranks.
Assaults, policemen comb Seun Kuti's house and shrine.
On forest risk, insurers transfer over 60% oil and gas businesses abroad. Breach local content 30% benchmark. Advocates higher capital base.
On reconciliation move, I have no running battle with Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. That's coming from the PDP stalwart, Bode George.
Hardship, presidency, Anglican Archbishop trade words.
Headers attack, we are under siege, Nasarawa communities cry out.
Napoli to break wage structure for Oshimen. That's on sport.
Wow. Yeah, that was a beautiful one. Moving on to the front page of Nigerian Tribune. Olubadan in council backs Makinde's chieftaincy reform in Oyo State.
Okay, aviation union set to embark on total strike.
Not again.
Honestly.
Tinubu's loyalists broker peace with Olabode George.
NESG, LCCI, CITN set economic agenda for Tinubu advocates shared prosperity anchored on sustained targeted interventions, accountability.
Assault on police officer Seun Kuti to report at police command today. That's coming from human rights activist Femi Falana.
On Sudan crisis, federal government evacuates 2,518 Nigerians, ends exercise in 15th batch.
Police arrest 4 bank workers for allegedly killing debtor's wife in Ogun State.
Traders count losses as fire guts Agbeni market.
69 senators-elect now backing Akpabio Barao. Stability Group says Boast more will join. Confusion as South lawmakers reject microzoning.
Let's take a look at the next newspaper front page, The Guardian. 70 years old after Paris Club relief external debt crisis to $41.8 billion.
Wow. Amid criticisms, Akpabio widens consultations, get backing of 68 senators.
Despite hike in bill, Lagos field West worsen.
I have no grudge against Bola Tinubu, George insists. And also, fuel subsidies suspend disbursement of $800 million loan to federal government. Serap urges World Bank.
We need to move on to the next newspaper front page. Let's take a look at The Nation.
The Nation, right at the top, on the top right corner, we have NERC bars discos from billing disconnected customers. And also, Nollywood actor Murphy Afolabi passes on.
Senators reps for inauguration in market shift chambers. 30 billion naira renovation ongoing.
Olubadan or your ruling houses disagree over Makinde reform.
Rising food prices. Cash crunch punch inflation to 17-year high as CBN plans reform to crash rate boost purchasing power.
Tinubu is best prepared ever for president, says Akonde. Expects 50-year master plan from incoming administration. What to do on economy. 69
senators have signed on for Akpabio Barua, says Ndume.
Moving on to the front page of The Punch. 86 senators will support me, says Akpabio.
Operators demand tough sanctions as Nigeria loses 313 billion naira to oil thieves.
Why I rejected request to visit Bola Tinubu, Bode George. I think there's a bit of back and forth between Tinubu and Bode George.
Yes, I can see that too. Okay, Speaker Abbas Betera split opposition camp.
States paying governors jumbo pensions owe 3 trillion naira debts. TUC wants governors to pay workers arrears, expect flay jumbo packages.
Nigeria imports 2.7 trillion naira sugar as government master plan stales.
Seun Kuti, musician, will report to police today, appoints Falana.
Buhari's failure to rescue Lay Sharibu, disappointing coming from parents.
Death shakes Nollywood as 3 actors, technician die in 1 week.
Prisoners freeding. State fault federal government seek new revenue formula.
All right, moving on to the sporting scene. Oh, yeah. Arsenal versus Brighton. Seagulls dent Gunners title hopes. I think now the Gunners can actually wave, goodbye to the Premier League title if Manchester City defeats Chelsea in their forthcoming match.
Okay. No problem.
And also, Napoli desperate to keep Osimhen. And Forest boss backs Awoniyi to keep scoring. I think Awoniyi in the past few games now has been the striker he ought to have been from the beginning of the season, trying to dent Chelsea's hopes of getting back into the top 10. And also we saw a little bit of drama up there, even from Manchester. Okay, Manchester United won their game, but Arsenal, finally they can actually say goodbye to the Premier League. It's gone right now.
With all the garaga initially.
No, it's not about.
With all the garaga. I was just looking at the post yesterday. I was like, so Arsenal can actually go with all the initial garaga.
It's not about all the initial garaga. We all started with 0 points, so we did our best. Some people are not even in top 10.
I know you're an Arsenal fan, so you definitely try to cover up.
It's not as if I'm covering.
With all the initial garaga. With all the initial garaga.
We actually progressed.
Okay, it's okay. Forest Bulls. Okay, I think you've read that before. I live for goals. Urban boast.
Arsenal alerted to Mendy availability, and also Chelsea agreed deal to appoint Pochettino.
Sterling determined to stay at Stamford Bridge.
And also Gundogan masterclass edges title closer for Manchester City.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Lope ready to revive title rivalry next season.
All right, that's all we have for you on the newspaper front pages. Let's take a look at the top stories today. But before we get into the details of the top stories and also bring in our in-house analyst to give us more discussion on it, by the time we'll come back, we'll also open the phone lines for our viewers to be able to contribute and also make their opinions known to the people. We have a lot of interesting headlines for you this morning. From Seun Kuti, we saw Seun Kuti during the weekend, how he, slapped a police officer.
On uniform. We need to add on uniform.
Even if he's not on uniform, slapping anybody at all is out of
a military man.
He blew it out of proportion. The policeman might have actually, bashed his car as the person making the video said. But it doesn't really warrant you slapping the police officer or reacting that manner. I think it is too much. It would have been on the winning side, but right now he overreacted or something. And there are some people who are saying that we need to consider we need to take a look at what the police officer did to warrant that kind of slap or something. But
this particular topic has generated a lot of reactions, mixed reactions and opinions from different people. And I believe that after the break, when we come back, I know that you watching this program, you have 1 or 2 things to contribute. We'll also look at Igbos. Ohaneze saying that Tinubu will support that Igbos will support Tinubu's government, telling Peter Obi that he should accept defeats. We'll also look at
the zoning, and most especially this beautiful lady trending on all social media platforms now. Hilda Baci. She has actually broken
making Nigerians proud.
Governors, presidents, celebrities congratulating her. Right now, she's the world record holder. When it comes to cookathon. Yeah, when it comes to cooking skills, we have some people that can't even cook for 30 minutes, but she has cooked for the past 4 days now. At least Nigerians, I think it's actually placed Nigeria on the world map in the aspect of when we say would I say hard work or something, because Nigerians have this resilient attitude in them, unlike what the president once said in the past.
Nigeria is doing well in all aspects except in a political aspect. If you ask me,
entertainment-wise,
Nigeria is doing well except in this particular aspect we're talking about. Even in education, Nigeria is doing well. Remember that story of that Nigeria that went to Ghana?
Yes.
And made Nigeria proud. So Nigeria as a country and Nigerians as a people, we are actually doing well except in a particular.
All right, viewers, we'll be taking a look at the video of Seun Kuti and his reaction to the police officers. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. You're still watching
Lagos this morning.
100 naira Eko. Extra bus Eko.
Oh, you know, there's no pick order.
If you dead there, as a civilian where you do, you can't take it. But this man, he take her. He take her. Man, get it straight. I don't like police. We don't like police because why? Sake of say the way police they manhandle us will be civilians. They manhandle us. They treat us like a hooligan, like a ruffian. They treat us without respect. That's why we don't like police. But it don't go mean say we can't go to the extent of, you know, Kuti not even slap this guy alone. No, Seun Kuti not just slap this guy. Seun Kuti must handle this police officer. See, I be civilian. I don't fit take her. I swear to God, I don't fit take her. If Kuti, if Seun do this thing to me, my last blood will die there. Some people say, Seun Kuti react. I want to give you the full story of what happened between Seun Kuti and this police officer. If police call me, I'll give them the full detail. I be living with this man, not give her a flower. Man, if you dead there, as a civilian where you do, you can't take it. But this man, he take her. He take her. Man, get it straight. I don't like police. We don't like police because why? Sake of say the way police they manhandle us will be civilians. They manhandle us. They treat us like a hooligan, like a ruffian. They treat us without respect. That's why we don't like police. But it don't go mean say we can't go to the extent of, you know, Kuti not even slap this guy alone. No, Seun Kuti not just slap this guy. Seun Kuti must handle this police officer. See, I be civilian. I don't fit take her. I swear to God, I don't fit take her. If Kuti, if Seun do this thing to me, my last blood will die there. Some people say, Seun Kuti react. I want to give you the full story of what happened between Seun Kuti and this police officer. If police call me, I'll give them the full detail. I'm a living witness. Now me they drive behind this guy where they video this thing. And they drive behind him. You see this policeman, no I give her a flower. Man, if you dead there, as a
Alright guys, welcome back to the program. Lagos This Morning. We saw the video of the reaction of the guy behind the camera making the video while Seun Kuti was actually assaulting a police officer. I think I agree with what the guy said. Kudos. Even if someone bashes your car like that and you react in such manner, I think the person who bashed your car would actually be forced to react to as well. You won't be able to actually take audio assault, you pushing him, you know, several times, going to the extent of slapping the police officer. And also, his wife came out of the car and tried to intervene in the matter, he sent his wife away. He sent his wife into the car park. So I think to some extent he overreacted, no matter what the police officer had done. Though I'm not saying that what the officer done is good, like bashing his car. I'm not saying it is good, but he has blew his anger out of proportion. Should have at least, maybe you just get angry, you should be able to control your anger to some extent. And now the IG has actually called for his attention.
You know, like the Bible always say, be angry but sin not. You know, at that point, Seun Kuti was angry and he committed an offense out of anger. That's why sometimes it's always very, like, even though it's difficult though for you to be angry and not react, you know, but then it's always okay, like when you are angry, when you know that you should know the limit to which your anger, like, as a person, you should know yourself. Okay, when I get angry, I can do this. So in order to avoid doing this, you have to like caution yourself. But then I believe that, you know, probably one of the reasons why I had to react that way is probably out of like anger, and then looking at police officers and the things that they've been doing to Nigerians. You know, all this while. Grudge. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. You know, probably he has this grudge against the police officers. And then probably like, if these guys should just do one thing to me one day, I'm going to react in this way. And then he did. You know, when you have a grudge against someone, you're just looking for a day to explode. Exactly. So I think that's what played out there. Because it's not, I don't think that's just about the bashing of his car and then the reaction. Probably is a compiled grudge that he must have had in his mind all this while. And then, unfortunately, the policemen now, they overstepped.
All right, if you're watching us, you can drop your comments. You can also click on the like button as well. I can see Andrew Ogujimi saying good morning. Good morning, Mr. Andrew. And also Miss Gladys Chisom, your namesake.
Yeah.
She's saying good morning. Good morning, Miss Gladys. So let's have your opinion and contributions on the discussion today. What do you think about the police officer and Seun's saga? Seun Kuti slapping a police officer in uniform, to be precise. Even if he's not in uniform, it's actually wrong to just, you know, pounce on someone like that. You know,
before, when I was growing up, I heard this thing that when a uniform person, security personnel, once they're on their cap, you don't talk to them in a certain way. You don't act rudely and all that. But then, it could just be like, if it is just cap, how much more when they're on the full attire? You know, I think he overreacted. But like I said before, it could be grudge that would have made him to behave that way.
To react that way. All right, we have a comment from Mr. Andrew Ogujimi. In as much as I don't like Nigeria police behavior towards Nigerian citizens, it doesn't warrant Seun Kuti assaulting Nigeria police. It must be prosecuted. Wow. It's actually been called by the police commission, and he would actually, you know, go to the office today. And he said he would even assist them in the investigation. But no matter, because the camera didn't pick the scenario from the beginning. So we didn't know. It's not as if someone was standing somewhere, you know, filming the whole thing from the beginning where he was being bashed. So we didn't even know the extent at which he was being bashed. So I think to some extent, it would be judged according to what is in the video. So it might be on the losing end now. I don't know. But Nigerians are calling for his prosecution.
I actually saw a report that popped up not quite long, Femi Falana, to defend him.
I don't think it's because Femi Falana is, I think he's an advisor to the Police Service Commission or something like that. I'm not sure he's going to defend him. That kind of case, I don't think so. I don't really, you know, but we'll get more report on that soon. And also, presidency Igbos will support Tinubu government. Peter Obi should accept defeat. That's coming from Ohanaeze Ndigbo.
And of course, you also know that Ohanaeze Ndigbo has different factions.
Yeah.
Eze
Isiguzoro's faction and also one other person's faction like that. This one is coming from Eze Isiguzoro's faction.
That's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why they are putting confusion among themselves, because as of Saturday, he made he commended P2B for standing out to make sure that an Igbo person becomes the president. And his progress so far in pursuing the court cases. Yes.
Wow.
In pursuing the court cases and all that. And now today, we are seeing that he's telling him that he should accept defeat. So I don't really understand how. There's something they call Mayura boy in my language, two-edged sword. So I don't know if that's what they are trying to play out and all that, but I don't believe that if you're standing for a thing, just stand for it. You don't need to put one leg here, the other leg somewhere else. You need to stand, know where you're standing.
Well, and some people are actually saying that what they're saying is like the Ohanaeze Ndigbo. They are saying this thing according to themselves, not the opinion of the generality of the Southeasterners per se, to be precise.
Of course, I'm from the Southeast, and what he's saying now might be different from my opinion.
Thinking, yeah.
And I also have Igbo people who are my friends,
yeah.
You know, who I know that, okay, they have a contrary opinion to what the Ohanaeze. So you can't say it's Igbo people that have said that. He's speaking for himself and his own group.
Exactly.
And if you also come to that inside of Ohanaeze, there will be some people there that will oppose what he just said.
Of course.
You know, so like I said before, I don't know why they're actually contradicting themselves, because Chief the Ohanaeze Ndigbo leader, Chief Iwayanwu, I believe he also has something else to say.
Exactly.
And now Isiguzoro, Okechukwu Isiguzoro is saying something else and all. So I don't know if they are working against themselves, even though they are the same Ohanaeze Ndigbo.
There are factions. You will notice that there are factions in the Labour Party, even to some extent. I think so many groups like that, an association or whatever. There is a way by which I don't know, maybe opposition parties or something tend to break them into 2 or 3, so they tend to become factions. So things now start, you know, they start jeopardizing their own ambition themselves.
Well, in this country, but it is not just only in the Igbo setting.
Yeah.
Right. If you come to the Afenifere, we also saw what happened, what played out.
Even the APC right now, when it comes to National Assembly issues.
The Afenifere, the things that played out and all that. So,
all right. Well, we have our in-house analyst on the program. Good morning, Mr. Christian. Yeah, good morning. You're welcome to the program. All right. This morning we're looking at people's reaction to what Seun Kuti did yesterday to the police officer. Seun Kuti slapping the cop as IG has ordered his arrest. What is your opinion about that?
On Seun Kuti, I think it's complicated, but let's start with it is not right that a police officer will be intimidated like that. It's not civil. And for a person like that, for a person of his caliber, taking such actions does not show that he is a law-abiding citizen. Imagine seeing a police officer who represents the dignity of the nation. And I believe that what the IG is doing should be prosecuted so that it will serve as a deterrent to others. When you look at how many persons that the police have slapped in the last 24 hours, that is not documented. You want to say what is good for the goose is good for the gander, but we are not supporting violence. Yes. The action of Seun Kuti is condemnable. We also want to point to the fact that police officers do worse than that. To unsuspecting civilians, they harass, they do all sorts. So what the police officer took from that civilian is not compared to what the civilians take from police officers all over the country. I believe every day almost 20 civilians should be slapped by police, harassed by police. So I think he's going to come out of it, but he's going to be prosecuted.
Well, it was alleged that his car was being bashed by the police officer. Do you think his reaction has justified whatever the police officer has done?
His actions, there's nothing that would, because the law is, everyone is above the law. Whether any politician is influential or not, his action should not be backed by anything. He did what is wrong. He knows that what he did is wrong, but he acted out of anger and frustration. I believe as an influential person, normally they will just want to try and play some politics around the whole thing. Like Shawari has said, instead of focusing on the assault that Seun Kuti had on the police officer, he was trying to connect it with Peter Obi and obedience that they are calling for his prosecution because he did not support Peter Obi. You can see the thing around it, but he's going to come out of it. It's Nigeria. If it's going to be UK or the United States or even Europe,
No, he's going to spend many years in prison. But in Nigeria, normally, he will settle behind everything and he's going to just be history.
Well, and also moving on, we have Igbos. Ohaneze coming out to say that the Igbos will support Tinubu government, that Peter Obi should accept defeat. What can you say about that?
Okay, we are looking at the status quo. It is about the issue in Nigeria is about the ruling class and the rich and the poor. It's not about politics, it's not about religion, no, it's about ethnicity. You can see because they have interests, or is a political organization, so they will have interests in any government that comes. They want to align, you understand, irrespective of the fact that they have a cause that they are going to fight against, looking at the election malpractice and also what transparency. They look over that for their own personal interest. So the poor man, the ordinary man that was disenfranchised, the ordinary man that is calling for justice, it's not their concern. So what I'm looking at is this is about those political class and non-political class, the rich and the poor. It's a class thing. So Nigerians should know that these people in power are not doing anything for the masses. They are doing it for their own alignment, whether they are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba. An Hausa man will prefer to align with a political class Igbo man for interests against his Hausa constituency or his Hausa poor man or minority or masses. Yes, it's about them and them and them and them up there.
Wow, beautiful.
All right, Kristen, I want to know, like, what would you say about the performance of this Nigerian lady who is trying to break the world record?
She's actually broken the record.
She has actually broken the record, right? And her name is Hilda Baci. Because a lot of people are saying a lot of things. Social media is agog as at now. Because of some people are saying, while a lot of ladies are out there twerking on TikTok and showing off their cleavages on Instagram and all that, look at this lady trying to break a world record. What can you say about that?
Look at the lady, she's a beautiful lady. She has all that it takes to become I don't want to use this on live. Okay. She's beautiful, she has all the features, and she's intelligent. She's somebody that knows what she wants. And we have very few persons like that in Lagos, also Nigeria. And I'm not even particular about other ladies that are working. You know, it's all about what you can bring to the table. It's not about noise. People can make so much noise, they can be arrogant and everything, but they have nothing they can bring to the table. That is what we experience. You know, they say the empty drum makes the loudest noise. You can see most of our ladies these days, they only can make noise and noise and noise, and you can see at the end of the day, they don't bring anything to the table. But Hilda is somebody that has set a standard for young ladies. We need to emulate this young lady, Hilda. She has already broken the world record. I think early this morning she broke that record. And my concern is about the government. Anytime they find a young person strives hard and is so hardworking, and he or she wants to do something for himself and is trying to break a record, you see the government trying to associate with the person. I can see Vice President Shibajo calling the lady and Seun Kuti, Governor Seun Kuti, are going to that place to pay some homage to her. What if she had brought this proposal, like, I want to start this stuff, and you can see most people may not support her, but because she's making success, she's making progress, she's going to break the Guinness Book of Records. That's why you see politicians and government are just looking around her, and we have so many people like that that need support. They cannot support, but they only want to shine with you when you are getting the ovation. And that's what I say about that.
Okay, all right. Moving on, we have lately the federal government are asking for $800 million loan from the World Bank, and it's just about 14 days to the end of this administration. And Serap is telling the World Bank that they should not, they should suspend the disbursement of the $800 million. What do you think? Do you think it's a good move to actually take that huge amount of money when they're actually bowing out in the next 2 weeks?
You're asking me whether it is a good move. So if I tell you that it is a good move, you now see me as somebody that is okay. I mean,
It's not about that.
the federal government go and down. Let them go and sit down. $800 million. They had 8 years to do so many things. They couldn't do it. But now, I think this. What I'm going to say about this is that it is about the class thing. You'll be surprised that the World Bank and those that are at that place are willing to give that loan because it's a class thing. They belong to a political or social class. So they always clear themselves. You want to ask a question, why would anybody, any lawmaker in his reasonable mind support that loan that we are even paying almost millions of dollars every day to service loan, and we are still collecting more loans, and we are not even seeing the reflection in society or in the life of Nigeria. You can see some professors, they will now write some publications and support it. I read about two education people that had PhDs that went to school supporting that $800 million loan. So what I'm saying is that it's about the class thing. The higher class don't. They are not particular about you and I. It's about themselves and how they can sustain their hegemony.
Beautiful. All right, on the last one we have Obasanjo blames Africa problems on
bad leadership.
On bad leadership.
Yeah, he's the fact that he started it. When you talk about election malpractice, he started it. He's a pioneer of that. In fact, if you see how Yar'Adua became president, even Yar'Adua confessed that the election that brought him was flawed. So he started it, and he can only make noise and also lament and wail and all sorts. We are beginning to see the time we begin to make the right steps and build our institutions and not just allow any person, any political talk. For me, it's a political talk without any action. You just come and try to be relevant on the political space. Until we make right, every other thing will just be semantic. And you talk about Arsenal losing to Brighton. I think that's the end of the road to Arsenal. Arsenal is not going to. They should win for next year. Brother Olamide,
yeah,
we are sorry. Arsenal is not going to get the cup.
Well. Do you see this as a negativity to Arsenal or a positive one, considering their performance this season and last season?
It's a positive one for Arsenal. They try small. They've been consistent. Not just that. Man City, they have a team and they are a team. They have team A and B. Arsenal doesn't have team A and B. I think they are playing consistently for a long time. They understand themselves. They have a wonderful coach. And their own coach, our coach, Arsenal, and our coach learns from him. So this guy tried so much. But we're not consistent. We have some floppy players, some players that I don't think that they should be in that squad. But at least with what we have, we tried, even getting second.
Okay, so Mr. Chris Ejuk, I'm going to come back to Hilda's story. So I want to ask, because like so far we've seen the pictures of some of the politicians. We saw Yemi Oshibanjo. We also saw the Lagos State governor-elect Babajide Sanwo-Olu there. So I want to know, do you think it would be a welcome idea if she's being given a political appointment? Because, you know, when things like this happen in Nigeria, they want to, like, give you a particular recognition, or they should just leave her alone. Because someone said, and I also believe it's true, that every other aspect of Nigeria is working except the political aspect. So now that she has broken this record, do you think it would be a good idea to give her a particular position as a world record breaker when it comes to cooking marathon?
Okay, political appointments, they are a limitation. Anybody you see they give political appointment, any youth at this point in time, with this political class, the political system that we have, if they give them political appointments, you see that they are limited. It's a big limitation getting the political appointment. There is this comedian that in Kwara State that they give a political appointment. So he has started thinking like a politician. I know a prospective Nigerian politician is not progressive. You can see Desmond Elliott when he's in the House of Assembly in Lagos State. Look at at how he had flopped. RMD in Delta State, it was not significant. Ben Bruce in Delta State, not significant. So if they give this lead appointment, all they can do is that they can support her brand. They can just help her get international endorsements. You understand? Political appointment in Nigeria is going to limit you. That's my opinion.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Christian Chukwu.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, there's a comment here. Majed said it's not just the political aspect part that is not working in Nigeria. Our sports too is a mess.
Yeah, exactly.
Just these two. Do you know why this? Because our politicians, they kind of got involved. I feel that anything that they get involved in,
maybe they politicize that particular thing.
Who is the Minister of Sports in Nigeria?
The Minister of Sports. I've forgotten the name, actually.
Okay, so that is it. I want to say big congratulations to Hilda Baci. Like, I'm a woman and I'm super proud of you, because what you've done today, or what you've done in the past days, that you've broken this record, this is what a lot of people can't even do.
Exactly.
You know, I know some people that to even stay in the kitchen for 30 minutes as if you want to punish their life.
Yeah,
how much more for 4 days?
4 days.
For 4 good days. Wow, that's mind-blowing. And I'm so happy that she's Nigerian and she has done this. Not that she did it, she's very beautiful. Imagine with all the assets that she has. The front, the back, the face, everything is dope. Yet she didn't use those.
To start shaking all those stuff on TikTok.
It's not bad to shake. Oh, it depends on, like, see, when you have assets, you know what works for you. But then something that people can actually learn from.
Yeah.
You know,
Something of substance.
Something of substance, like you said. And then people will be looking up to her now. Like, if she can do this, I can actually do much more.
Someone is actually saying that maybe Chef Chi should actually take part in this kind of challenge.
She's a good cook, but probably the strength might not be there. Please, you can't compare people's strength. Oh, that's a whole lot.
Yeah. I think it's a good one. It's an encouragement for Nigerian. Well, I wouldn't want to zone it down to the ladies alone, to Nigerian youth entirely. We have some people that actually know they are not thinking towards this direction. You can actually, we should be having more Nigerians breaking records now. We have a particular guy, I think in Ogun State or thereabouts, who actually broke a record, the longest time, where he kept a football on his head and he was walking, riding bicycle, doing all kind of sort of stunts. He broke the record then. And also we really need to look into those Guinness Book of Records. There are records there that are actually breakable. The Nigerians can actually go out there to actually break and set Nigeria on the map.
One of the problem that our youth are having is we don't make research.
Exactly.
Most of us we look for the easy means of making money.
Exactly.
Easiest means of making money. We don't see, there are a lot of records there. Just go to the internet, search them out. What can you do? Can I beat this person? But then we are looking for, you know, TikTok have just overtaken everything. And funny enough, people that invented TikTok, they don't even use it the way we do. We just carry the whole thing on our head. Imagine people that owns iPhone. I've forgotten the name of that man, but I heard the story that he and his children don't use the phone. Yes, they produce it.
That's just, you know, a product, just to sell.
You know, but when this thing comes to Nigeria, we are the first people. Right now, Nigerians are waiting for iPhone 15 to come outside.
It's not even about using those stuffs. It's about how we use them. It should be a subordinate to us. It should be helping us in the right direction, not overly taking over our attention 100%. Did
you see that comment?
Without pressing their phone.
Did you see that comment in the comment section? Someone said, imagine she using those body to sleep with politicians. Okay.
I'm so proud of her. She was seeing this thing from another different angle.
Well, the thing.
Her mom is a chef, and she took up the chef.
We don't know what she does outside the cooking.
No, they said her mom is a chef. I'm cooking before. She has a brand.
Anybody can be anything, but we don't know we don't know the kind of life she lives outside her cooking life. So you understand what I'm saying?
I think the social media wouldn't have brought it up.
Do you know her before now? Except that she wanted to do this.
Well, my brother actually said he knows her.
Probably he has been to Lekki before. He has ate in her restaurant.
Yeah.
So I don't know her. I didn't even know there was a name like that existed. I didn't even know there was a fast food like that or a restaurant like that on the island that existed until
Our mom has been running
this whole thing now came up. Okay, just like we are here now doing what we know how to do best, and then not a lot of people know us, but people do watch us. Then probably one thing we'll do one day will bring us to the normal. I'm like, I didn't know this game, but we've been doing something on the ground where nobody knew us, but we've been consistent. And I heard someone say something, for her to actually come out to break this record, that means she's been cooking for hours.
Exactly.
Practicing this whole thing, and then she say, okay, now it is time. Probably she has even tried this cooking for 4 days before. And
Before
then
actually coming out
before coming out to say, let me do this for popularity.
Exactly. It wouldn't have been our first time of doing it.
Definitely.
Because you wouldn't find it easy to actually do it. You can actually first of all do it within the comfort of your home, trying to cook for so many hours like that. If you can actually break it behind closed doors, then you can actually try to replicate what you've done before.
That's a good one. Like we said before, you make research. Nigerian youth don't make research. It is difficult. We just want to watch TikTok. We just want to do Instagram. We want to do. I mean, a lot of people now are into Bitcoin. You know,
Well, I'm not saying Bitcoin
it's not bad.
It's very, very
But there must be something that you are skillful with.
yeah, exactly.
There must be something you just realize yourself early as a young person.
Really need to talk
Being a
about
comedian is not bad. A lot of people now,
content creation and
content
likes.
in Nigeria now, everybody is a content creator. Every single person is a content creator. And what is baffling in the whole thing is this. Okay, let's say I come out today, we are doing the same. Some people are even doing the same thing. The same joke. You come out to crack it, then before you know it, they've bought houses, they own Range Rovers, you know, some are driving what's it called, Benz and all that. Now the question is it just this content creation that's giving you all this money? There must be something that you're skillful with. Just make research. Look at Hilda. I'm super proud of her, honestly. You know, some people will say, a lot of you girls now, you're saying, I'm proud of her, I'm proud of her, I'm proud of her. What about you?
Like,
you know,
yeah. Aside being proud of her, what are those people that are saying they're proud of her? What are they doing on their own too? So we too can be proud of them.
imagine she's 27. And there are a lot of girls there. Just tell them to go into the kitchen. They'll eat junk.
You know,
Eating junk. It's
and
only to learn something.
all kinds of
food.
More than 70 types of food. She kept on cooking.
That's mind
Some
blowing.
people would even tell you, some ladies will tell you, and no, I can't even cook for my husband. You have to eat anything I cook for you. I heard something a few weeks back. The lady said she would only cook, I think, 3 times a week. She was even stipulating like she would cook 3 times a week.
You hear them say, cooking is not my thing, please. Seriously, it's not my thing, please. And then you were a woman, you were a girl, you're a lady, I don't know. So someone dropped a comment here. He said, BTC is not very good thing. It's a very good thing. Yeah. Gladys na Yahoo boys be our problem. But someone will have a contrary opinion to this. They will tell you, now those wise people, now then do hospital. That they did it for us and we
opinion to suit themselves. They always find their own way of suiting their own agenda or something. But like, congratulations to her for the record being broken, even while she was on her monthly stuff as a lady.
You know, probably doesn't quite disturb her much, but sometimes it makes you like feel fatigue. Yeah,
yes.
You get tired, you feel weak because even though it's unwanted blood that is going out though.
Also, yesterday, it was, when I say this week was a black week for the Nollywood. You know, Murphy Afolabi losing, died yesterday, and also Seun Kuti died earlier in the week as well. It's just a sad one.
I thought Seun Kuti, he's just 57. May he so rest in peace. He's been battling with a particular ailment for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, undisclosed one though. And the last time I actually heard anything about him, I think that should be 2 years ago, that I heard that he was having kind of issue with the wife or something. I can't really remember how the story came up. But then the news of his demise was shocking. Yeah. Because that man, he was a great Nollywood actor. I remember one of his movies that I loved so much. Did you watch the film? There's a film they call I was just saying this one. Njenjele, Obi-Wan, Njenjele.
I would have seen it.
They call it Ijele.
I would have seen it.
And then State of Emergency. That's one of his movies that I loved so much. These are people that started Nollywood when Nollywood was
cassettes, there was no streaming platforms then. Everything was just, you have to go to Alaba Market, go to Agege, on the streets to get these movies out there. So I think Nollywood has actually lost, Great man, great man.
And then Murphy Afolabi.
He died
honestly,
yesterday. I heard from reports he fell in the bedroom, then he died from injuries sustained. Just like
and it
that.
will be internal injury.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ah,
And last month he attended his colleague's burial ceremony. A few days ago he had his birthday, and just yesterday he's nowhere to be found anymore.
Life.
It's just life.
May his soul rest in peace. May their soul rest in peace. I don't know. Some people, a lot of people are just saying a lot of things about the Nollywood industry in Nigeria, the acting industry. You know, some just when you are as if you're coming up to the limelight, before you know it, they'll start sharing stories of you in a sad note and all that. I don't really know honestly, but it's all well. It's well with Nollywood. It's well with Nigerian entertainment industry, and it's well with us.
Yeah, and we hope this kind of occurrence don't happen any longer.
Let's just
like
take
that.
precaution. Honestly, let's take caution.
Also, let's take a look at the presidency. Igbos will support Tinubu government. Peter Obi should accept defeat. That's coming from Ohaneze Ndigbo.
I don't really know what they mean by that. You know, we've actually talked about this. I don't really know what they mean by that. You know, Ohaneze Ndigbo, like Christian said, is a political group. It's a political group, and since it is a political group, you know, there must be
political agenda,
and there will be people that will probably be influenced.
Exactly.
When you are influenced to speak against a particular person, will you have a choice? You will definitely do that. You know.
And when you have an agenda and you want to align with a particular government, you know, with the hope of getting something in return, or not looking like a threat to them, so you can actually, you know, to some extent, the administration should be in your favor. I think to some extent, you know, any political setting or political organization like that would actually tilt towards that part, because for the next 4 to 8 years now, and that is where Nigeria would be going. So, and you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of, you know, the things for the next 4 to 8 years. Everyone wants to benefit. I think that's just why.
Let's take a look at the feedback we have here. Bella Greatness, thanks so much for being part of the program and for commenting. Yeah. He said, she, I don't know. Gladys, no be every woman supposed sabi cook. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Please, I'm a woman. Don't make me react this way. Like, seriously, not every woman's.
Let her expatiate.
But every woman should at least know how to make boil water, right?
Boil water alone.
No, I'm just saying. Everyone should know how to cook at least noodles. That I don't think there's any gear.
Noodles is junk. Even now, they're saying that noodles is causing cancer. Well, we need that to actually expatiate, because I believe some of our viewers as well would have a contrary opinion to watch.
Honestly, please, if you're watching this program this morning, there is a phone number there on the comment section. Yes. Please do well to call in. There are comments that are a kind of itchy to the eyes, you know, like what Bella Greatness said, that not every woman supposed sabi cook. Like, I don't understand.
I'm just hearing that for the first time.
Like, I don't understand. Even when I will hear that every woman at least should know how to cook. Even if you don't know how to cook in intercontinental food, but at least the native food, Nigerian dishes, you should know how to cook it. Not Nigerian, your own food, your own native food. Please know how to cook it. You know, see, let me tell you something. Then you know one of the problems that most ladies, they don't really marry outside their clan. Do you know why?
Why?
Because of cooking.
Really?
Because, yeah, seriously, there are some people that they only know how to cook their village native food, and that's the only thing they know how to cook.
But they learned this thing. They didn't bring the knowledge from heaven. They started cooking it gradually, bit by bit. Okay, yeah, Gladys, go and add salt to that one. Okay, go and put this one, put that one.
And that's because, okay, imagine a situation whereby I am from a particular village, and then I married a neighboring village. There are some villages that marry themselves, village to village they marry, like in Cross River State. I know we know them. You know, I married from my village. Okay, I'm from my village. I married someone from my village, and then I grew up. I produced children, and then my children to marry from the same village.
There'll be nothing new.
There'll be nothing new. Imagine that kind of person. It's not what your mom taught you that you will carry to your husband's house.
Exactly.
And then what if those kind of people, they never had the opportunity of coming out to the cities? They will just stay within their circle. Even some people that manage to come out because of laziness, they wouldn't want to learn. They will not tell you, I don't like cooking. I don't like the idea of cooking, please. I love junks. And you think it's junk that is their problem? No, it's laziness, how to enter the kitchen and cook. Wow. Like, I don't understand how can you say not every woman supposed to be cook? Please, you need to explain that, honestly.
Well. Looking at that, I think to some extent, even if it is not like she should be able to cook like Hilda Baci, cooking maybe 70 kind of foods or 100 or something, just the normal food. Because I heard something by a doctor saying that once a man clocks 40 years old, the extent of how long he would live would be basically based on what he takes into his stomach, and that determines what his wife is able to cook. So now you as the wife, when you let's say your husband is now 40 years old, getting to his 40s, 50s, when he needs to his health would be based on what he gets into his stomach, and you are bringing junks to the table. That means you'll actually be cutting his life short. If you can't cook an healthy meal, just like a very good vegetable soup.
And of course, homemade food are always the best. And as a woman, you don't know how to make food. You're always buying food. Oh, wow. Bravo.
Well, Obasanjo blaming Africa problems on bad leadership when he was once the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
When Christian called him, he said he started it. But I wanted to say something before. For the fact that someone started something does not mean the person cannot turn a new leaf.
Don't wish new leaf.
See, at some point in a person's life, you can't just continue being a bad person. It will get to a point to realize that, okay, I've made great mistakes. I wish I can actually change these things. I'm not saying that he, at least to a large extent, he contributed to one of the challenges we are having in this country.
Someone said he was the pioneer.
I don't really know about him being back. I'm not a politician, okay? But then at least from what we've always seen, from things that keep reoccurring, we can say that, okay, he was part of a particular bad government that produced a bad government.
Was it a part of the government or the head of the government? It was the head of the government. It was the president of Nigeria.
I wouldn't allow you to put me in a tight corner on this show.
He was the president for 8 years, and some people would even come up to tell you that he even tried to get a third term. Yeah, Atiku once said that he tried to get a third term, that he was the one who blocked it, blah blah blah. But for the fact that he was once the president of Nigeria and there was problems there, I think if he wants to make a statement like this, you have to first of all start from yourself. You should acknowledge the fact that you made some. But
I want to say something.
You can't be 100%. You can't make the right decisions at all times.
Okay, he was part of the problem. Now, the head. Okay, like you said that he was the head of the problem.
He was the president.
Okay, now he understands that, okay, as someone who was the head of state, the president of a country, and like the notions are that he was the head, as the head that he understands that Africa, what's the topic about? Okay, that Africa is the problem.
That bad leaders
is the problem that we're having in Africa. All right, so he understands as someone who was once a leader, who probably must have influenced bad governance, so he understands better. So he knows the angle where he's speaking from. He understands the whole thing.
I think everyone knows. This one is not news anymore. Everyone knows that the problem Africa has now is not about, we have the vast expanse of land, we have the raw materials, we have the human capital as well. But bad leadership, everyone knows. I think by now, because he has once been the president, he has been in that position, he should be providing solutions instead of, elaborating the problems.
Well, see, the thing there is, as someone who was in that place of leadership, he understands the whole thing. He knows that, see, I just feel that Africa, we need to come out from selfish zone. Because it is selfishness that is painting all this picture. Africa is a great continent.
Of course.
And Nigeria is such a blessed and great country with talented people. Like Baci, Hilda Baci, like Toby Amoso.
Yeah,
just like name them. Like Chimamanda Adichie. Look at the likes of Victor Osimhen. Just mention them. We are a blessed country, but then what is happening to the other side? Someone said that maybe there's even the sporting scene of Nigeria is also a mess. We don't really know how.
But these guys are doing well when they go out there. Why is it that when they come into this place, they don't, score goals like before? They don't carry the team on like the foreign ones. It's just something else.
Let's take a look at this feedback. Bella Greatness tried to explain what he meant or she meant. Gladys, I never said it is a good thing, but it is happening. I'm speaking from reality.
Yeah, it's actually happening.
It's happening. Okay, but he said not be every woman suppose.
Like it is not like every woman is not.
Is not entitled.
Is not entitled
to cook. Is not entitled to know how to cook.
Like the interpretation is like some women no suppose they cook.
Not supposed to cook. So that's the problem. That's actually, but then it's happening. Yes, we understand the fact that it's happening. I actually know a lot of some few persons around me, and they are ladies where we say they know sabi cook. You understand? It's not as if they don't know how to cook. They actually know how to cook, but then they don't just want to cook. So staying in the kitchen is a problem for them.
So when
You get? You will see them going to the place.
If they don't
I'm doing advert for you guys and you pay me.
But someone in that place you're going to get food, someone actually stood there in the kitchen to cook that food. Someone stood there.
It's laziness.
Well, I think this one, I think it boils down to the upbringing. Because what a mother do, that is what the children would actually take after. Most especially the daughters. If a mother just comes up now and say, okay, she's not cooking, she buys junk, buys everything, it would be in the notion, in the psychology of that daughter, of that child, to not even cook at all.
It is not just about mothers. No, it's not just about mothers. See, there are some people will be say, there's something they used to say, when they don't train you finish, you retrain yourself. There are people that have gotten a very good home upbringing, but then association, environment will now turn them to a different thing. You understand? There are people that, okay, from where they are coming from, they cook and all that. But then when they come out, where they mix up with a lot of people, you will see. And secondly, too, when you are a mother and you are in the kitchen cooking, you don't call your children to come help you out in the kitchen. You know, you are cooking in the kitchen and they are somewhere else, either playing games on their phone or watching television. Exactly. So what kind of a generation are you raising? Lazy ones, that's what you're raising. Because last night they'll say, probably I don't know how to do this. I'm not the one that does this. It's my mom that do it. You know, or it's a cook that do it.
What about the husbands too? There are some guys that would tell you, even if my wife don't know how to cook, don't worry, we'll buy junks. We would buy the food outside. What kind of generation are they raising? Our mothers didn't start like this. Our great-grandmothers didn't start like this. They see cooking as their own primary job to do. Everyone, you have to provide the breakfast, the dinner.
As when I know, like when a girl is getting married, one of the things that is in her mind is, how I will spoil my husband with food. But not in this time.
They said the way to a man's heart
is his stomach, and the other way. You know, but then, don't ask me any question. But then, our time, you know, because we are working class people, we don't have time to go to the kitchen. You know, when we are back from work, we get really tired. And then husband man can make his food, or we get it from outside.
Yeah, Miss Sharon said it's crazy because you can even cook more than some fast food. Gladys, which other way? Exactly. You know, when my mom was alive, there's a way I actually used to cook indomie and egg for her. Like all these aboki guys used to cook it. I feel, okay, I want to buy aboki stuff. I said, you don't need to go outside to buy from anybody. I will prepare it for you, and it will look exactly. It will even be better than it. And I used to do it for her.
Because most of these food you're buying from outside. Okay, I made this porridge yam, and it came out really nice. And the person one of the people that ate that food was like, "How did you manage to do this?" Because when I was eating this food, I was comparing this food, this porridge yam, with the ones I eat at the restaurants that the faces are so reddish. I'm like, when you don't pack hunger food for that,
exactly. God. You know, to some extent, when you know the content of what you are cooking, you cook it yourself. You know how you actually got the result of what actually came out of the pot. You'll be able to consider what you're eating as being healthy. You don't know the kind of environment they are cooking these stuffs. And actually, well, personally, I'm not a fan of all this kind of junks. Naturally, I'm not. I prefer natural stuffs. That's what actually influence your growth, even your development in the right direction, positive one. Not just taking in manufactured stuffs.
Okay, Miss Sharon or Mrs. Sharon, Mr. I don't even know either your gender. Okay, Miss or Mrs. Sharon. Yeah. Any which way. You say which way? I will pretend as if I didn't see that comment. So I will just act like I'm not seeing it. Okay. So
now we have two Gladys. Would I say two Gladyses? You're one Gladys, the other Gladys is in the comment section. Okay. So probably she's referring to
maybe Miss Gladys on the comment section. Gladys Chisom. I don't know if you can help me to answer the question. Okay, we have a caller.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Samuel again from UK.
Mr. Samuel, it's good to have you.
Yeah, thank you. Quickly, I just want to contribute to 3 topics from everything that has been discussed so far.
Okay.
Number 1, I want to discuss about the Kuti saga. You see, we can't use the wrong approach, to respond to something that is wrong. What Kuti did was very, very, very unacceptable. No matter what, we know that the Nigerian police have been misbehaving some certain things. And then we all know that no matter how bad the system is, we still have some good people there.
Yeah.
The only problem we have in Nigeria is most time the bad ones are like 70%, the good ones are like 30%. So that does not mean because of Nigerian police they misbehave a lot, all the police officers are the same. So what he did was wrong and it's unacceptable and he should be questioned, he should be prosecuted. I don't want to, one thing about me, I don't like people saying, oh, because he didn't support Peter Obi, that is why they want to, no, that is not the issue. Let's face the reality on ground. What did he do? Did he commit an offense? Is it punishable by law? Then it should be dealt with. It has got nothing to do whether it's support Obi or not. Those are irrelevant things. You should face the music. So that is my contribution about Seun Kuti. And for the Ohanese that are saying that Obi should accept defeat and move on, I think at this level we shouldn't be talking like that. What we should be saying is, if the president-elect is sworn in, let him be supported to run the government. And while we are waiting the judiciary to do their job, we saw what happened in Osun State between Adeleke and Oyetola. Oyetola won at the tribunal, Adeleke won at the appeal court and at the Supreme Court. So now, everybody has forgotten about Osun governorship election because the Supreme Court has made its final verdict. So for now, we shouldn't be saying Obi should withdraw his case. Let the court do their job. Let us know what happened. Let the court tell Nigerians whether you need 25% in Abuja or not. Let the court tell Nigerians if INEC is supposed to follow its own guideline by saying that the results should be uploaded on IRF for everybody to see. If let the court let us know that INEC will have wait for all the results to be uploaded online before they officially declared it. So those are questions begging for answer. Nobody should say Obi is not withdrawing anything. So far, I'm so much happy with Obi's conduct. They said he was the one who took third in that election, but it has been the topic of the day. Nobody's even discussing about people that came second. So let the judiciary do their job and they should leave Obi alone. And lastly, I want to talk about our precious lady that has broke the Guinness Book of Record. Congratulations to her. Government should support her skills. She shouldn't go to any appointment because that is how they make you irrelevant in Nigeria. So nobody should should bamboozle or cajole her to come and take any appointment. She doesn't need that. What she needs is her skills to be supported and other people in the same industry that need support should be supported. That is how you build capacity, not bringing an appointment at the end of the day. You rubbish your skills and everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samson. We appreciate. All right, that was Mr. Samson. I think he actually made a fantastic point there. Yeah. You know, from the P2B's case and the Ohanese Ndibo, they should just allow the court to rule. And whatever the court decides, let it be respected. And then the other people, both Obi and Atiku, they should support the next government after the court has ruled. Yeah. And then on Hilda, a very good one. Like, I'm so super proud of her because I'm a girl, I'm a lady, I'm a woman, and
so because you're a lady, you should be proud of her.
Of course,
we should not be super proud.
I'm speaking from the lady's perspective.
Oh, wow.
I'm super proud of her because I know what she has done is not an easy task for you to be on your circle, like the report carried. You know, for you to be on your circle and you put out like that, it's not easy because I know some people that when they are even on their circle, they don't even come outside. How much more doing a heavy work? How much more staying awake?
I think after she's done with her cycle, I think she's still she has not stopped yet.
No, she's still cooking.
She's still cooking. I think after her cycle, she should do it again and re-break her own record.
Honestly, I don't have anything to say to that.
Well, I actually think to some extent, congratulations to her. She shouldn't take any kind of political appointment or
At
anything,
all.
even if it's
They should just leave her alone. Not even to be any politician's cook.
Special advisor,
No, she's already a brand on her own.
They
She's
should
already
just,
a brand.
Invest in her brand. They should make her brand, well known. They should publicize her brand. More people should actually be patriotic.
Even like foreign people, like I saw reports whereby Drake, that American singer, was congratulating her, commending her for what she's doing and all that. So please, like Mr. Sampson said, they should just allow her. If you want to do anything for her, just invest in her brand and let her be. And then on the Seun Kuti story, honestly speaking, because you are angry, because you were offended, because you have this grudge in your heart, should not mean that you should overstep your boundary. I think he did overstep his boundary there, because you can't tell me that no matter what the policeman must have done, there is always a way to figure things out.
Yeah. There are some cases whereby someone offends you due to your overreaction. You end up taking the blame for everything. Now people would stop looking at what the person has done to you.
And then how can people even insinuate that, okay, because he did not support P2B, that is why they are charging her to court? Like, I don't understand. How can you say that? If you did something wrong and you are being questioned, or you're about to be questioned and charged for it, you're saying it's because you don't do this. I don't understand where the mindset is coming from.
And now Bob is saying that I beg, even if they give her a she no collect to. I think we are looking at it from the same angle. And also Hilda is
a motivation to every woman.
Yes.
Indeed.
She's a motivation to every woman. Every woman out there shaking bomb on TikTok, on WhatsApp status or something.
She's a motivation to women that actually want to be motivated by this kind of thing. Because yes, seriously. Not everybody be like, that's her own thing, no. I bet she gets strength.
Many people even start, trending their, twerking videos using the hashtag of Hilda. She has the body. If she actually wanted to start, displaying everything God gave her on social media, she'd have politicians and guys even flocking around her. But she chose to follow the moral path, the normal route. Her mom is a chef. She's still a chef. And she too, she's doing the part as well. I think many people out there now, they're probably their mom, their dad, or something, or their family runs this kind of business.
Well,
they are treading another path that they feel is the fastest means to get to where the
I want to say something. We've talked so much about Hilda, and we are not even commending the Nigerians that went there to cheer her up. I love Nigerians a whole lot because we support ourselves.
We support ourselves.
Apart from the political sector,
exactly.
We support.
It's only when politics come into
play,
that's when we become divided. But once there's no just like football, it's only when Nigeria is playing that's when you see Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba hugging each other.
Becomes one.
Become one. But when it comes to UK, okay, this is when it comes to the political setting, we not start seeing ourselves as Yoruba, Igbo man, Hausa man. It's just something else. Nobody's looking at her like she's from. And
I believe it is because of how these politicians have set the pace already. It's because of how they've made the whole thing to look like. If you're not from this region, I have to support you because you're from this region. And not before you are even Hausa, before you are Yoruba, before you are any tribe, you are first of all a human being. You are first of all a human. Then instead of being a human, you are now a Nigerian. Forget about the language differences. Even at that, we still have one language that binds all of us together, and that's Pidgin. Everybody understands that fact.
Exactly. Everybody understands Pidgin. I think that should even be our, what's it called, official language.
It's not that should be. It is actually now. Because
that's the only language.
Say an Hausa man does not hear English, but he understands Pidgin at least to an extent. Yes. But then, honestly speaking, Hilda, I'm super proud of you, and I like the fact that Nigerians went there to cheer her up. I saw this skit maker because of what?
The free food.
See, even without the free food, Nigerians just like the idea that someone is doing something new.
Yes.
Someone is doing something new, and see when you are out to break a record, you see people be like some people, I feel that some people actually went there not because of the free food, but to see the face of this person, real life, or even to create content.
Exactly.
From there, because I saw a lot of content creators there, like this guy Eniola. I don't know.
Eniola was there. Yeah.
He was there. He even made video. He had to jump into what was that mini bus Korokwe.
Yes.
You know, he hit that Korokwe and went there, made videos.
Eniola was there. Ashiwa Juleri was there.
You know, it's a good one. It's a good one right now. Even if you don't know Nigeria, you are in any country you don't know Nigeria, at least you know Hilda.
Exactly.
Because of what she has done. You know, some people will not know that, okay, probably they've seen her face. Then the whole asset she has, that's a very good one. Like, I'm super proud of her. I'm super proud of you, Hilda.
Yeah, we have a comment and above said, forget the free food. So these celebrities are not hungry now. It's just love.
It's just love. That's why I said that Nigerians will support ourselves a whole lot. Even though that they didn't go, look at what is happening on social media. See what is happening on Instagram. Her picture is everywhere. Everywhere is Hilda Baci right now. Oh my goodness. I don't know how some mothers will feel. You know, if I was a mother, this is what I would use to talk to my child right now. Like, look at this lady. Can you see this lady?
She does not have to. At least you can do the same thing. So I think Nigerian youth should actually, you know, take a cue from what she has done. She didn't wait for anyone to say, okay, Hilda, let me assist you, let me support you. She positioned herself in that kind of angle. There's no way she would have walked to Tinubu's office, go to Osinbajo's office, you know, go to somebody's office to, you know, plead for their support. But she did something that attracted them, that got their attention, and they came down to the spot. This is
where the Bible in the book of Isaiah will tell you that Gentiles will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising. Really? You know, kings have come to the brightness of our rising right now. Exactly. And I actually like that. I do like it.
Yeah. So there should be a bit of encouragement from that. We shouldn't wait for someone to say, okay, let me assist you. You have to be busy. And this is also to tell you that we Nigerians, we love to see people do something new. Do something new. Not the regular things that everybody is doing out there. Content creation is not bad, but everybody is being a content creator right now. Even with what she has done, she has become a content creator. Exactly. You know, because she has set a pace already for herself, for her family, and also for Nigeria as a country. Come on. And she has also become a motivation to every young girl out there. You know, and mind you, before she even set this record, she must have been cooking for a very long time. This is not something that she just woke up and then decided to do. No, she's been doing this thing, and then she must have said that one day I'm going to break this woman's record, and lo and behold, she has. And then the story of Seun Kuti. Let the needful be done, because no matter how angry you are as a person, you should learn how to tame your anger. Yeah, and from the Hilda Baci story as well, I think Nigerians and also youths should, for the fact that she would have been cooking, her mom has been cooking for so many years. I don't think many people would know her mom would like her right now. Now she's just, you know, she's everywhere. Her face is even across the globe, not even in Nigeria only. And I mean, many Nigerians nowadays, we tend to give up too easily. Someone starts something now, under 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, you said you're tired. You're not doing it anymore because you are not making as much as the money you are.
Because there's something I told someone one day. You don't know what is going to put food on your table. You don't know that thing that will bring you up to a place of recognition one day. Exactly. You know, just stay faithful and stay consistent to that good thing. I quote, good thing that you were doing.
Exactly. Keep on doing what you're doing. Hilda would have been cooking. She has been cooking for years now without, you know, I don't even have idea of Hilda existing or someone buried Hilda from nowhere. But yesterday I saw it. Even before yesterday, I didn't see any update. But when she was edging closer to breaking that record, she started trending.
So they trend like,
then people started supporting her.
Actually, like, I was with my friend yesterday, I was just seeing Hilda Baci. I'm like, when I saw Hilda, and then the Baci is B-A-C-I. I'm like, is this Nigerian? And I saw Akwa Ibom, and then all the Akwa Ibom people that I know, all their status yesterday was about Hilda. I'm like, God, who is? I had to go and like, who is this woman? Okay, there's this comment on the comment section. Gladys always quoting Bible. Wabi, what will I do now? You know, don't stop it. I like it. Gladys, good one. Your own go loud past Hilda. Thank you, Oshe Bades. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You will run the program for 4 days, consecutive.
Non-stop.
On a stretch.
On a stretch. God is our strength.
You need to look at the Guinness Book of Records first. Who has actually done that? If nobody has actually done it, you can do it. We just keep on talking and talking and talking.
It's exhausting, bro.
It's more exhausting than cooking.
It's more exhausting than cooking. Strength is leaving you. Talking. Sometimes if I talk for 30 minutes, sometimes I'll be like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm tired. How much more doing that for 2 days? 1 day, and I won't sleep. I'll keep talking. Jeez. All the saliva in someone's mouth will dry up now.
Don't worry, you drink water.
And she was only allowed to sleep for 1 hour.
Yeah, and she was allowed to just rest for 5 minutes in every 1 hour.
In every 1 hour. Oh God, that's a short time. 5 minutes. What will I do with 5 minutes?
I will actually see more Nigerians breaking records in many years to come. Not even many years to come. In few months to come. Some Nigerians will start targeting some particular records in the Guinness Book of Records.
I actually like this fact. I like this fact. Someone did say something one day that please bring back Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Did you see that? Please bring that program back. I heard someone say that. This is not me pleading for the program to be brought back, though, but I'm trying to repeat what someone said. Bring back Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, because from this program it is educating, it is inspiring, and it's informative. A lot of people.
Everything is just there. The fun is there. The fun size, entertainment, and educational aspect as well is there.
Is there, unlike some of the shows that are being hosted now. That me particularly, I don't really know what this program teach.
We don't want to mention.
I don't want to mention, but funny enough, I don't really know what this program what is the moral lesson. At the end of the day, what is the moral lesson? You see some of them come out to say, Jesus, this liberty life is exhausting and all of that. So what's the benefit exactly? In some homes, you see once they turn on that particular channel, you see mother shouting, turn that thing off. They get angry. But then programs like Who Wants to Be a Billionaire? Who wants to turn it off? Millionaire. Oh God, billionaire, God. I'm counting in the billions.
They'll ask you, that fish that Jesus shared, what kind of fish is it? Is it tilapia? Is it catfish? That's what they ask.
There's a fish is fish. Hannah Bob said, Gladys, Namibia you want talk. Now you talk him. Now you talk him. Now the person will comment, now you talk him. No be me talk him.
But you two don't talk, now you read them.
No, he said Namibia you want talk.
Now you two don't talk so.
You say you want talk. Okay, now what you talk about? Okay, that's what you said.
I never talk.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Alright guys, so we are coming to the end of the program now. We've talked about the outrage, Seun Kuti. Many Nigerians are calling for his arrest, although the IG has actually ordered his arrest before now. So moving on to the presidency issue, Igbos will support the new government. Peter Obi should accept defeat. Right now, Mr. Samson has said, and also other people as well. It is their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
You can't speak for a whole region.
Yeah, exactly. It is their own opinion. Let the court case keep on moving. And after the court has actually made his made the announcement that who won the election, is it make a clarification on the 25% of Asiwaju Bola, because he didn't win 25% of vote count in the Federal Capital Territory that is being stipulated for people to actually, you have to win it to become the president of Nigeria. So the court should actually make his announcement on that, and also the INEC issue as well, not uploading the result before
in real time,
not uploading in real time. There are so many issues that still need to be rectified, and also the age issue, the drug scandal as well. There are a lot of issues in court. So let us wait for the court.
And then the story is just barely 14 days
it's
to
just
go.
Barely 14 days. Peter Obi's case would be continued. It has been adjourned on the 17th, which is Wednesday, and also article on the 18th. So I believe even if he's been sworn in on the 29th of May, the cases are still in court to still continue. And once the court decides on all the cases, whoever wins, the other people should actually accept and support the government. Because Nigerians just we want Nigeria to move forward. We want things to change. We want things to work better for Nigerians. There are some people out there that want to actually come back to Nigeria. and invest.
A lot of Nigerians outside, a lot of them wants to come back home, but then coming back to come and meet insecurity, coming back to come and meet
banditry,
like they would say, disaster.
Kidnapping.
But Nigeria is a blessed country anyways.
Nigeria is a blessed country. Any day, anytime. Just like the example of Hilda Baci, making us proud.
Making us proud.
Beautiful, elegant, she has something upstairs.
Someone said, Hilda, your win is not just you, it is our win.
It is for Nigeria.
It's for Nigeria as a country.
And also the APC, All Progressives Congress, ruling party, zoning into trouble. When it comes to the National Assembly issue, the Northerners, Northwest, Northeast, they want to actually take a stake. They want to be the leader of the National Assembly for the fact that they claimed to have given Tinubu 60% of the vote count when it comes to the election. And also the Southeasterners want it, as well as the South claiming that they've not been in that position before. For the weeks to come, we'll see a lot of drama playing out. And also fuel subsidy, Sarah calling on to the World Bank to suspend the disbursement of $100 million.
800.
800 million US dollars. It's just 14 days.
So the swearing in, I don't understand.
I think all these kind of loans, it should be, it should be for the next government. By now they should just be rounding up, probably rounding up the account balance and the likes and what they actually did throughout throughout their administration. They should be rounding up by now. Even they should have rounded up. This next 14 days should just be preparation for.
So I wonder what they're borrowing for, like
800 million US dollars. And Nigeria is owing 77 trillion already. So is it as if we want to set a record of the country who has the highest debt or something? I don't know what's going on. And also Obasanjo blaming Africa problems on bad leadership. We all know, Nigerians know, Africans know that the problem is bad leadership. We should be coming up with solutions.
Yes, we already know the problems. We've identified the problems. Now it is time for us to identify the way out.
Exactly.
That will
Village
help.
49 others abducted
In Niger State. Before the presidential election, the abduction, the kidnapping, the banditry, the bomb blast and all that, everything slowed down. But now the whole thing is over. They've resumed their activities. It's saddening.
Peter Obi, Tinubu, others applaud Hilda Baci
for world record. We also applaud her, honestly.
Yes, exactly. Peter Obi, Tinubu, Olamide, Gladys, everyone in the
Flip TV,
Nigerian youths,
everybody, we are all applauding you,
and for the
saying a
fact that
big
she
congratulations.
has not stopped yet. She is still cooking right now as we speak. Actually, personally, I want her to get to 100 hours. Because
100 is trending now on Twitter. I don't know, Nigeria, I bet when I get tired, someone has cooked for that long and you're saying she should get to 100. Can you do 100 hours?
Personally, I don't want her to stop so soon. If she can actually push further, she should push it to the extent whereby it will be hard for anybody to even dare to break the record. So our record will actually last long. Although for the fact that she has actually done it, it's a good one. But for me personally, if she's not too tired yet, I am urging her, I'm pleading with her, on behalf of all Nigerians out there, Hilda, do this for us, please. Continue cooking, at least for just make it to 100 hours, so we can be in the Guinness Book of Records that a Nigerian Hilda Baci cooked.
Please, on to the next. No, we hear that one kill.
Yeah.
Tears as Nollywood loses actors Saint Obi, Murphy, Afolabi. May their soul rest in peace. Is on a sad note, and we sympathize with their families for this loss. Honestly, Saint Obi, Saint Obi,
very, very great actor.
Saint Obi.
And also Murphy Afolabi for all the comic reliefs he has been giving Nigerians.
But honestly, their works will speak for them.
And also,
they'll be remembered for the things that they did.
Yeah, and also I think that should be a lesson for everyone out there. Even this world, we are not getting out of this world alive. Everyone should know what they're doing. Do good, pray always. Do good to everyone around you. Not even to everyone around you only, to everyone in general. There is no reason why anyone should be begrudging any other person. We don't know when the time would come. Just like he actually attended his colleague's burial ceremony last month, and he celebrated his birthday a few days back. He wouldn't even have the slightest idea that yesterday Sunday would be the last day he would have on the surface of the planet, of the earth to be precise. So everybody out there, do good, stay safe, and live in the moment. Okay, I don't have 100 million naira. When I have the 100 million, that's when I'll be happy. That's when I'll take myself out. No.
I actually saw this report that Mofia Folabi died after taking a drip from a private nurse in his house at Ajao Estate.
Yeah, the whole thing started when he fell in the bedroom. So I think he got, the death came out of the injury sustained from before.
May you so rest in peace, honestly.
Amen, amen. So we've come to the end of the program today. Till we'll come your way tomorrow again. We thank everyone for joining us on the program, and those who called in as well, Mr. Sam Singh, all the way from the United Kingdom, and also our in-house analyst, Christian
Chuku.
And also Miss Gladys Chisom. I can see Andrew Ogunjimi,
Flame,
Majed,
Bella Greatness, and Sharon, Hannah Bob. Thank you.
Bob as well. Thank you so much. If you've not subscribed to Flip TV, you can do that now. You can also smash the like button.
Tell very important.
Tell your classmates, tell your roommate, tell your business associates, tell your friends that Flip TV drops amazing content, amazing and latest and trending content. So we'll see you again tomorrow for another edition of the program
Lagos this morning.
Bye for now.
Thank you so much and have a wonderful week.
100 naira eko, 10 bus eko.